Good morning, students. In my previous lecture, I explained area and perimeter of the triangles. Now, today I am going to explain the area and perimeter of the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means any figure which is having four sides. So, four-sided figure, any shape can be known as quadrilaterals. So, we will see few formulas which are based on the area of the quadrilaterals. Now see, the first formula is area of the quadrilateral when one diagonal and perpendicular from the remaining vertices to the diagonal are given. Suppose we have a quadrilateral ABCD. The formula is when one diagonal is given. Suppose the diagonal AC is given and perpendicular from the remaining vertices to this diagonal are also given. Now two vertices are B and D which are left. So the perpendicular drawn from these two vertices on this diagonal is C. If the question is like this, then we will use the formula. Then area of this quadrilateral is half into the diagonal, whatever. Now in this figure I have taken diagonal AC, so AC into sum of these two perpendiculars which is falling on this diagonal, so DE plus BF. So this is the area of the quadrilateral when one diagonal and the two vertices and the two perpendiculars which are from the remaining two vertices on this diagonal are given. Now see the second formula. Second formula is again the area of the quadrilateral, but when the diagonal of the quadrilateral intersect at right angle. Now what is the formula for this? Now see children, the diagonal of the square and rhombus are also intersect at 90 degree, intersect as well as bisect, but here they have not mentioned square or a rhombus. They said any quadrilateral in which their diagonals are meeting at 90 degree angle. Suppose this is a quadrilateral whose diagonals are intersecting at 90 degree. So now then the formula is, this is ABCD. So then area of this quadrilateral is half into product of the diagonals. So what are the diagonals? AB into CD. And the same formula we can use it for area of the rhombus, like rhombus, square, rectangle, all these are the quadrilateral. Now suppose they said that what is the perimeter of this quadrilateral, then what we will do, perimeter means sum of all the sides, so AC plus BC plus BD plus AD. Perimeter, if you don't remember the formula, then it's very simple, you add all the sides, you will get the perimeter. Now see the next formula that you have already studied in your previous classes, rectangle and a square. So first see rectangle and then a square. Area of rectangle, everybody knows, length into breadth. Perimeter is the sum of all the sides, so 2A plus B. Then another formula also we can use for area here. Second formula is the diagonal of the rectangle. Diagonal of the rectangle is square root of L square plus B square, and unit of area is square centimeter or square meter, and the unit of perimeter and the diagonal is either meter or a centimeter. Now come to the square. Area of the square is side square. Perimeter is 4S because all the sides of a square are equal. And another formula of the area of the square is half into diagonals square. The length of the diagonals of the square are always equal. Suppose in a square diagonals are given, then we will use the formula half into diagonal square. Next, diagonal of the square formula is root 2 into S. S means the side of the square. Next quadrilateral is parallelogram. Parallelogram is also a quadrilateral in which the opposite sides are parallel and equal. This is a property of the parallelogram. The opposite pairs are parallel and equal. So area of the parallelogram is base into height. Up now we can see, we are confused which one is base, which one is height. So children, please remember, height is here the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. Suppose if we are taking AB as a base, then the parallel sides distance is known as height. So you can say if AB is a base and the distance between their parallel side is DL, then formula of area of parallelogram is AB into DL. Or if we consider BC as a base, now if we rotate the parallelogram, we can say BC is also a base. Then the distance between BC and AD, distance between the parallel sides, suppose this is DM, suppose DM is the distance between the parallel sides AD and BC, then area of the parallelogram is, we will take BC as a base and height is the distance between these two parallel sides, BC or AD, because both the sides are same. So BC into DM. So you will see, according to the question, you have to take either AB as a base or BC as a base. Next formula is area of rhombus. Now rhombus also we know that all sides of the rhombus are equal. Rhombus is also a type of a parallelogram. When we will do a chapter quadrilateral, in which we will discuss all the properties of these quadrilateral. So all sides are equal. So area of the rhombus is half into the product of the diagonals, D1 into D2. Let first diagonal is D1, the another diagonal is D2, and perimeter of the rhombus is 4S. It's same as square, because rhombus also all the sides are equal. Now see area of the trapezium. Trapezium means this is also quadrilateral in which one pair of the opposite side is parallel and the other pair is non-parallel, like AB is parallel to DC but AD is not parallel to BC. So what is the area of this trapezium? Now see, again it's like same as parallelogram. What is DL? DL is the height, or you can say the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. So area of trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides. So here what are the sum of the parallel sides? AB plus DC into the distance between the parallel side, that is DL. That these notations will change according to your question. So in simple way, you just remember sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. So children, you have to remember all these formulas to solve the next exercise of the chapter. So children, let's start with exercise 17B. I have taken question number 1. Find the area of the quadrilateral whose one of the diagonal is 25 centimeter long and the length of the perpendicular from the other two vertices are 16.4 and 11.6 centimeter. So here we can see that directly we can use the first formula that I have explained, when one diagonal and from the other two vertices the perpendiculars are following. So area of the quadrilateral is half into length of the diagonal into sum of their perpendiculars. So we can say A plus B. See, this is A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. One diagonal is 25 centimeter and from these two, the two diagonals are falling. One is 16.4, this is 11.6. So we'll put the value here, half into D1 is 25 and the other two diagonals length is 16.4 plus 11.6. So after solving, we can see the area of the quadrilateral is 350 square centimeter. So next question is, find the area and the perimeter of this quadrilateral ABCD. Here we can see that these 3-4 sides are given and we have to find out the perimeter. Perimeter means sum of all the sides. Now 3 sides they have given, but this fourth side is missing. So how to get the fourth side? Here we can see that ABD is a right angle triangle, even BCD is also a right angle triangle. So by using Pythagoras theorem in triangle BDC, we can calculate the value of side BC. 90 degree opposite side is always hypotenuse. So DC square is equals to BC square plus BD square by Pythagoras theorem. Substitute the values. After solving, we can see that BC value is 8 centimeter. So now easily we can find out the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD, that is the sum of all the sides. So AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. Put the values. So when we'll solve, we'll see the perimeter is 46 centimeter. Now we'll calculate the area of this quadrilateral. This quadrilateral is divided into two triangles. First triangle ABD is also right angle, and triangle BCD is also a right angle triangle. So here we can use the area of the right angle triangle formula. So area of the triangle ABD plus area of the triangle BCD, both are right angle triangle, so we will use half into base into height for both the triangles. Substitute the values. After solving, we'll see that area of the quadrilateral is 114 square centimeter. Now see the next question. ABCD is a right angle triangle at a point A, and area of this quadrilateral, complete quadrilateral, is 30 square centimeter, and DL is the altitude of the triangle DAC. Calculate the length of the DL. If we'll see triangle ADC, children, in which DL is the perpendicular means height, altitude perpendicular or height means the same thing. This height is falling on the side AC. So here we can consider AC as a base and DL as a height. So area of triangle ADC will be half into base into height. Now first we will see the area of this complete quadrilateral is given. First we'll find out the area of the triangle. Area of ABC is a right angle triangle, that is half into base into height. But here the base AB is given but height AC is missing. So we'll find out one of the side of a right angle triangle by using Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABC, 90 degree opposite side BC. So this will be your hypotenuse. So BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square. We will put the values. After solving, we can see that AC is 6 centimeter. So in triangle ABC, either you consider AB as a base or AC as a base. It's the same thing. So area of this triangle ABC is how to calculate? By using the formula half into base into height. So I am taking base as AB, or you can take it as AC. Both are correct for this triangle. So substitute the values. So after solving, we'll see that area of the triangle ABC is 13.5 square centimeter. Now in the complete triangle quadrilateral, we can see this portion, this triangle area is 13.5. So how to calculate the area of the remaining triangle? So area of quadrilateral minus area of triangle ABC will give you the area of the triangle ADC. So area of quadrilateral ABCD is a combination of both the triangle ABC plus triangle ADC. Substitute the value. So an area of triangle ADC is 16.5 square centimeter. Now we will use another formula, because if we'll see area of triangle ADC, DL is the height which is falling on the base AC. So again we can use half into base into height. Base is AC and altitude DL is falling on that height. Substitute the value of area of triangle. So after putting the value of area of the triangle and the AC, the height DL is 5.5 centimeter. So this is the answer of the question. Now children, see question number 28. Why I have taken this question first? Because it's directly based on the formula. So two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are 36 centimeter and 25 centimeter. First thing, what is a parallelogram? Parallelogram means it's also quadrilateral, in which the pair of opposite side is parallel as well as equal. If we are taking AB as 36, that means DC will also be 36 centimeter, and the other pair, that will also be parallel and equal. So if BC is 25, AD will also be 25. If the distance between the longer sides is 15, find the distance between the shorter sides. So distance between the longer sides means the height between the parallel sides. So I have taken it as here DE is the distance between the parallel sides, which is given 15 centimeter. So the distance between the shorter sides will be DF. So area of the parallelogram formula we will use directly. Area of parallelogram is base into height. If I'll take AB as a base, the height will be the distance between these two parallel sides AB and CD, that is DE. So put the value 36 into 15. that is 540 square centimeter. Now again I'll use the same formula. Area of the parallelogram is base into height. If I'll take shorter side BC as a base, the height will be DF, the distance between these two parallel sides. So I'm taking here now BC as a base and DF is a height, that is a distance between the parallel sides. Now we know the value of area of parallelogram, that is 540. Substitute the value of BC, that is 25, into DF. So DF is 21.6 centimeter. This is the answer. Yes, now see question number 11. A footpath of uniform width runs all around inside a rectangular field 45 meter long and 36 meter wide. If the area of the path is 234 square meter, find the width of the path. Children, all these type of questions you are already doing it from class 7 onwards. So see, they said that there is a rectangular field ABCD whose length is 45 meter and width is 36 meter. There is a path which is running inside a rectangular field. There is inside this portion is a park, and whose length and width we don't know, but they have given the area of this path. This path is 234 square meter. We have to find out the width of the path. It is of uniform width, so we will suppose let the width of the park, this width of the park is x meter. All this width is x meter. So let width of the park is x meter. So what is the inner length? We can see that the inside portion is also a rectangle. Just give the name EFGH. Therefore, inner length of the park is 45 minus 2x. Why minus 2x? Because x meter from left side and x meter from the other side has been deducted. So what is the inside portion EF? That is 45 minus 2x. And inner width of the park or breadth of the park is 36 minus 2x. X meter here, x meter from the top. So now can we see the inner area of the park? Inner portion is also a rectangle, so rectangle area is L into B. So 45 minus 2x into 36 minus 2x. And outer area of the rectangle is also L into B, that is 45 into 36. So area of the path will be, area of the path is outer area minus inner area. This will give the area of this path. So area of the path is 234, outer area is 1620, and inner area value is 45 minus 2x into 36 minus 2x. So open the brackets and we will solve this thing. After solving this, we can see that we will get this quadratic equation, and we'll see again 2 is common, 2 will shift it to that side, and now the equation is 2x square minus 81x plus 117 is equals to 0. Now splitting of the middle term, factorize this by splitting of the middle terms. We'll see the factor is 78x and 3x. So after solving this, we'll see the value of x. Factors are 2x minus 3 and x minus 39. Compare both the factors with 0. So x value is 3 by 2 and here x is 39. Both are positive. Now we have to select which one is the width. 39 is the width. Now see, the length of the field was 45 and the width of the field was 36. When width is 36, the inside width of the path can't exceed the outer width. That's why x is equals to 39 will be neglected. So x is equals to 3 by 2 means 1.5 meter will be the width of the path. So this is our answer. So based on the similar type of questions, children, that I have explained today, please practice question number 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 8th, 10th and 12th of this exercise 17 B. Thank you.